Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow, 180, yellow. What we got?
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Yellow. That's quick. Hey, Ridley.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nick Perry on the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Color. Screen. Watch the screen. 56. Mike. Right there. 56.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On first down, Swift. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. This one complete to Jordan Reed. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Bridgewater now from the 50. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Watch the pass.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. Are you going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety? They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. I tell you what, credit is... there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
That's what I do.
On 1st down, Swift. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time about being.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
56-yard line. 53. Pick me up. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And this is Parker, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a 49er first down.
Ready. HG Gator. Here we go. Tight ends left. 3 down. Mike, let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Jordan Reed has it, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played.
6-man. Check.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Parker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Easy. 56. Echo. 56 right there. 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
On 2nd down, Swift, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First down, 49ers.
Hey, Alpha.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. It'll buy some time right. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, here's Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Crunch. Check nickel.
They'll try to run with Carson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Patrick Mahomes saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, he'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, it's Stick. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vernon Butler, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
General West, snap.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready up. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Bravo.
They'll look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Running out of the gun here, Breida shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Under 10. Check. Hey, zoom. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
50, plant. 56. Watch the screen. Ready to go.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Stick looks to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Watch the safety creep.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. They'll roll him out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly what. Outside of the tackle box, there's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Rip right.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
Then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Caught here by Griffin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go. 58, boys. 58. 58 for Mike. Curling. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. Let's get the ball.
Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
50 seconds.
To throw is Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Odell Beckham, 49 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No,
not at all.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Looking long for his tight end read. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Carson. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there. That's about it. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. This is Carson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers get a score closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they have the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Matt Breida. 33 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. is fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.